Hello, Capricorn. This is your horoscope for January 2024. I'm really sorry that this horoscope is a little bit late, but I still had feeling that I need to share how this January month is actually amazing month for you, my dear Capricorns. And don't forget to check your rising sign and moon sign too, because they are equally important. These three, our sun, rising, and moon, uh, they are very important because some people are born, let's say, at night, and they are more influenced by a moon, and in their life many things will be according to their moon sign, let's say. Situations, moon will be bringing most of the situations. Or if people, like, let's say, are born around sunrise, then and they are sunrise a rising sign like ascendant, it will be more important, playing a role. So actually these three are all of them important, and you will notice situation all around these three signs in your life. So okay, let's start. On January 4th, Mars, our planet of action, our motivation, this is our engine, where we put action into. So this planet, Mars, moved into your first house, into your sign, my dear Capricorns. That's an amazing news because Mars is considered by astrologers as exalted in your sign, meaning feeling itself stronger and feeling itself for 100. Mars will show the best qualities when it's in Capricorn to everyone. So, and especially to you, so hardworking, and it will teach you the right endurance, the right edge, and the right motivation. And since January 4th, right after the New Year, Mars moved into this sign of exaltation to Capricorn. And Mars moving to your first house, will bring you that energy to start the year on very motivated, on a very positive, note and the mood, and so that you have that edge to reach all that New Year's resolution that you put for yourself. And it it might also give that you started a new year and you've changed your hairstyle, for example, or you started with a plastic surgery, because Mars is a planet of everything sharp. Coming to your first house, it's our house, it's a me house, it's the house of our appearance, our style, how we look. So maybe you decided that 2024 you will be a different person by look or even by character as well. On January 11th, there was a new moon in your sign, and again in your first house, my dear Capricorns. This is amazing new moon. This was very positive, very electrifying, bringing all the positive energy new moon, and it happened in your sign, my dear Capricorns. So in your first house, this first house of yours, it will be very important to you throughout the January. You will understand what I'm talking about when I'll tell you all about January, because all the planets, all the activities will be building up exactly in your first house. So let me continue. New moons bring, this is all about new beginnings, new stories in your life, something new happening, and it was in your sign 20 degrees. So around those Capricorns who are born around 9th of January plus or minus 5 days will be feeling this, this new moon the most strongest, maybe have felt already. And happy birthday to you, my dear Capricorns who were born in January. And this new moon indicates that you really decided maybe start the year totally renewed self. And it can be even, new moon in your sign usually gives anything new in any part of your life. So you've probably changed something quite dramatically, so that you will start this new year with something new. And it also might have been for example, your surname or your name. Maybe you've changed them this January. And this new moon was supported by Uranus. Uranus is the planet of surprise. I love this planet. I love surprises, but you never know what kind of surprises Uranus is going to bring. But here, Uranus's support is very beautiful to that new moon, and Uranus is situated in your fifth house. It might be that, let's say, you've discovered that you're pregnant, that you know about your pregnancy, or because fifth house is the house of kids and love, or it will be, let's say, quite sudden news for you, by the way, very surprising news, or if it's not, then you decided to start this journey of planning baby. And maybe it's through IVF methods as well, some sort of non-traditional methods, let's say, or surrogacy as well, because Uranus rules all things innovative. Or if it's not about this, then you might all of a sudden want to start using social media. Let's say you've been avoiding it, you somehow didn't find it useful, didn't, let's say, approve it for yourself, but now all of a sudden you would want to do that. Open that Instagram page or Facebook page. Or it could be about money. You might actually, someone help you with money, and if you've been somehow in money short, then it's coming, the help is coming. And maybe it's already did, since this new moon already happened on January 11th. The next day, January 12th, was a stellar day. This day was a 5-star day. It was amazing day. Leave in the comments what was happening in your life on 12th of January, dear Capricorns. I would appreciate it, because even for me it's interesting what was happening in your life. Well, according to stars, let me tell you, because it's your birthday month, this month is amazing, my dear Capricorns. And on 12th of January, Mars, from your first house, contacted Saturn, your ruler, planet of discipline, planet of hard work, planet of taking responsibilities, which is situated in your third house currently. And both of them contacted Jupiter, planet of luck and fortune, which is in your fifth house. These three planets, a connection was so beautiful, and it might have actually indicated that you celebrated your birthday somewhere very, very posh, let's say, somewhere very, let's say, around high society. Maybe that was new to you too. And Jupiter actually will help you to love yourself even more, to appreciate yourself and the life that you have. Or on this day, you open a business that you've been long working on, and having a communication about this business. And you did open a business, then the communication around it, will be solid and with the strict terms, the contracts, because Saturn, your ruler, right now is in your communication house. So please, dear Capricorns, tell me all about this date. January 14th, Mercury, planet of communication, planet of signing contracts. This is our little postman of the universe, delivering the news, moved into your first house. You see how this first house is actually packing with energy. So you are very, very quite full with positive energy, starting on a very right foot this your new year. Mercury moving here, bringing communication forward. So maybe you will be really busy, let's say singing, writing something, reading, giving speech somewhere and getting invitation to do so, starting a podcast maybe. On January 20th, Sun, our light of life, light of universe, moves into your second house, bringing your attention to your financial situation. Second house is the house of money, your earned money, and it is illuminating your financial state, making you to making your attention to turn to your finances. The next day, January 21st, Pluto will follow the Sun into your second house. But Pluto will be coming to your second house for 20 years. It's not a joke. Yes, Pluto is a very slow planet. It's the planet of transformation. It's the planet of change. And Sun coming to your second house, it will only stay for a month, bringing all your attention to your finances. But Pluto will transform, will change it in the next 20 years. This is a quite big transit because it's leaving your first house, and you will feel that life is getting brighter and easier and happier. But coming to your second house, it will bring transformation and change. Of course, if you work with Pluto, to your finances. Pluto is the planet of big money. So in the next 20 years, it will teach you about your earning abilities, about your financial situation, how to save money, how to make it more, how to make it grow. Around this date, you might get a job offer, and if you do, then it might last for 20 years. At this company or at this position or in this industry, wherever you are getting a job offer from. Or if you're starting a new career, then it will last, my dear Capricorns. And it will come with a good salary. And in the next 20 years, you will find yourself in a very good position with a lot of money, let's say saved money that Pluto will teach you. Also, in the next 20 years, there will be this is your chance, actually, my dear Capricorns, to make for yourself a name. If you have such a wish, then Pluto will bring it to you. You will have to work with it. Pluto likes hard work. Pluto likes changes, and it likes flexibility to destroy everything and again rebuild. Also, if you've never done before, maybe you will get for yourself an accountant. Pluto might bring an accountant to you and to make a strategic plan to your finances to grow it. Okay, let's move to January 23rd, when Venus, planet of love, planet of beauty and money, moves into your first house. Again, first house. So Venus will join all other planets in your first house, in your sign, bringing love to your life, to yourself. You will be feeling that you are in love with life and everyone is attracted to you. Venus, when it's in our first house, we feel like we are a star. We are a magnet for everyone around us. And you might feel renewed self, and people will be attracted to you. And you might get a lot of compliments as well, and a lot of good gifts, presents. Of course, this is your month, my dear Capricorns, for your birthday. January 25th, there is a full moon of this month in your 8th house. Now, this is another financial house of yours. This is a house of shared finances. This is a house, money of other people that comes to you, actually, like through other people, like, let's say, your spouse, your business partner. And this full moon will appear in 5th degree and conjunct with Pluto from your another financial house, second house. So those who are born around 25th December, plus or minus 5 days, will be affected the most, my dear Capricorns. And here, full moon is all about closure. It brings the last point, the last word, and the last act to whatever situation was going on concerning your 8th house. I will tell you what is the 8th house about. 8th house is a money house. For example, as example of situation, maybe your spouse, like a husband or wife, they might leave their work, their job, like finish with the company that they worked long, and this will be the last, month of their work there, or go retire if they are at that age. If you are at that age also, your spouse might go retire. Or if you've been, let's say, if you are like a student or a scholar, if you've been on a scholarship from the government or financial institutions, then it might come to an end as well, because full moons give closures, and or also you might close, here this full moon is really good in terms of if you will be working, let's say, with the banks. So you might close your bank loan. Let's say you bought a house and you've been paying this loan, or for your education, or if you have this loan, then you will be closing it. You might be closing it actually around this date that you will be let's say very happy about. And that was a long story already. You might give back money that you owe to someone, for example, or it might be that you will have you will have to help your partner, your spouse, or family financially. If they will be deciding, you will be deciding together that you will need to buy some expensive purchases, like those purchases like car or house. Or it might be that you will be closing your tax return process. This will be an amazing time to do so too. And prepare the documents as well, to finish up with these documents. Or if you're in the process of conception, because 8th house is about conception, so baby planning, then it might be that, it will require some funds as for to seeing a doctor, or to go the process itself, in general, like IVF or surrogacy, different any, let's say, methods. So it might require funds, more funds than you expected. So you might be doing all these things. Please leave in a comment as well what will be happening around this date. It is very interesting to hear. Okay, 27th of January, Uranus, planet of surprises, planet of unexpected turns of our life, goes direct in your 5th house. Now this is a big transit, because Uranus was retrograding, meaning moving backwards, moving slower, delivering less surprises, or making a little bit dull this part of your life, which rules 5th house. 5th house is love and kids house. So Uranus turning direct, meaning coming full force, on 27th January, will help you to make your, let's say, this conception process successful, baby planning process successful, because it rules all innovations. Uranus rules these processes if you are, planning through non-traditional methods. Or you might find yourself pregnant also, or it might be your business. If you are a business owner, you might get involved in new technologies. Your business might get involved in new technologies like AI or biotechnologies. Also here, any new technologies might be, you might start integrating it into your business. 28th of January, this is another stellar day. Note this day, my dear Capricorns, because Venus, planet of love from your first house, will contact two another planets, Saturn and Jupiter. And this contact will, these three planets will make beautiful triangle. And this might be the day actually to start your business or to meet someone, new. Find someone who will, but that someone most probably will be speaking only on the serious topics, or who will be wise, or who will be serious, let's say. And you, my dear Capricorns, are known to be very wise and serious, but you will meet someone with the same energy you might meet on this day. Now, this was your horoscope for January, and this month is amazing month, my dear Capricorns. Use this month, and see you in February. Bye bye.